Okay, it is 7:05. I just want to say I'm really grateful. I see that there are 19 participants on this call right now, which is wild to me. I'm really excited. A couple things before we get started. This is being recorded. I do believe it's going to be on YouTube at some point, just kind of in bits and pieces for you guys to access at a later date if you have any questions or things that came up that you wanted clarification on or a little refresher moving forward. So again, this is really cool. Thank you guys for all being here. I see you on your tailgates with your beers or sitting at home with your dogs, and this is awesome. My name is Sam. I'm doing this webinar with Servicide. My friend Torin is also here. He is my tech support and also crowd control. We weren't sure how this was going to go with, an all-female podcast kind of thing. Sorry, Dad. I see you back there too. Dad's a safe person. But just in case anything got out of hand, Torin is here for us to keep this a safe space. Any of your questions that you ask at the end, we're gonna do a Q&A. We'll be met with non-judgment. Definitely want your feedback. Want to have a dialogue with you guys, especially because I'm going to be talking at you for quite some time, going through a lot of information. It's a lot. I know this is a really daunting thing for so many of us, and I'm all the more grateful that you guys are taking the steps to learn a little bit more. I think that's awesome. A little bit about me. I've been actively hunting with an implement this is going to be going into my 7th deer season. I definitely had like a little ride along season before that where I was just taking notes, sitting in a tree, sitting in a blind, observing, figuring stuff out like that, which I definitely do recommend if you have the time or if you have someone that you trust and that will let you sit with them and just observe. We learn so much by doing and being out there, and it's so much more than I could ever teach you during a webinar series. But again, I'm grateful that you guys could be here to share this with me. And I'm going to say, allow me to have lived and learned so that you guys can find other ways to make mistakes, because I'm going to talk you through a lot of the ways that I have messed up over the years, things I've learned from it, and things that have made me better. Guarantee you're going to go out there and make some of your own. And I look forward to talking with you about those in the future. First comes first, I want to talk about before the woods, right? Scent control. There are so many different products out there, and most of them are one size fits all, meaning they are a shampoo, they are a conditioner, and they are a body wash. And as women, that first things first, that doesn't work for us. I will tell you that I didn't know any better. I didn't know that there was anything else out there my first season in the woods, and I used the like $4 off the shelf Walmart special. As a consequence, I had to chop about 4 inches off of my hair after a season. That was significant. That was 3 months of hard hunting, probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 days a week, finding at least some time to get in the woods. And the consequences to my hair were insane. So I've lived and learned, and I'm just going to show you guys really quick one of the products that I use for that. It's called, glare. It's called Phase. Phase is a reputable scent control company, and they have a body wash, they have a shampoo, they have a conditioner, they also have a laundry detergent, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about in a second. And they also have a body lotion. When you are constantly using these like chemical sort of cleaning products, your skin does tend to dry out. Your hair, you know, suffers the consequences, which is why we do have those conditioner stuff as well. It's awesome. So those are known as like your deodorizers, your scent maskers. There are also kind of controversial, and I'll say it like that. Your cover scent products. One of them is Nose Jammer. I will say that about 3 years ago, I bought into all of the hype surrounding Nose Jammer. I tried it, and hunting the right wind, sitting the right stands, everything to a T. It took me until November to kill a deer, and I gave up on this. My friend Emily once said that it's great if you want to get winded. It is even better if you want to smell like a vanilla cupcake on date night. So that is kind of the only recommended use that I have for Nose Jammer. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about laundry detergent as well, because if you are going to be going into the woods, what you're using to wash your clothes does matter. Regular detergents, you want your clothes, you know, the clothes that you are wearing on a regular basis, you want them to pop. You don't want those colors to dull in your everyday wear in your wardrobe. When you're in the woods, those UV brighteners actually will get you seen by deer. Deer, their eyesight is better in low light conditions. So if you're using a UV additive, those pink trim, purple trim, blue trim on the women's camo that's out there, even your blaze orange, those colors pop that much more if you're not using the right laundry detergent. So you actually need something with a UV dampener. And yeah, you can buy stuff at Walmart, your local sporting goods store, any of that. They will have sport wash, as they call it, which both deodorizes and is a UV dampener. So that's really important for the sake of visibility when you're getting into the woods. Some of those other products also have like an autumn scent to them, which again is the cover scent stuff that we're talking about. That comes down to personal preference. For me, I would rather be completely deodorized. You know, that's just where I'm at with that. Trial and error, you will figure it out. On the subject of deodorizing, there are also, you know, like deodorants and antiperspirants specifically made for being in the woods, for hunting. I do want to say that when it comes to antiperspirants, the antiperspirants that are made for hunting have a much higher aluminum content than the ones that you will buy in the stores. And something to consider, there's a correlation, not necessarily a causation, of aluminum and breast cancer. So for me, I am always using a scentless deodorant in the woods, not a scentless antiperspirant. Again, it is personal preference. Some of us do sweat more than others naturally. So that is something to consider.